Hello and welcome everyone to this lesson where we'll be creating team member slide layouts. We'll create one without any gaps between the image placeholders and one version with some gaps between the photos, just for fun. Alright, so let's jump to our class project and let's go to slide master view. And as you can see, we already have a few slide layouts created, so let's just pick one of them to make this whole process faster. So let's just duplicate the welcome slide layout. Let's bring it to the bottom and let's rename it to team members. Alright, so let me get back to the original presentation and let's take a second to analyze how the slide layout is constructed. So as you can see, here at the top we have two titles. Here in the middle we have 4 image placeholders. The height of these image placeholders are 4 rows. And at the bottom we have some text. Alright, so first of all, let me reduce the size of this full screen image placeholder. We'll get back to this placeholder a little bit later on. And for now, let's just reduce the font size of this title. Alright, let's place it at the first row, just below the margin. Now let's grab the subtitle. Let's change the font to Railway Light. And let's position it just below the title. Alright, so let's just put this image placeholder to the center and middle of the slide. Now let's make sure that this image placeholder has the height of 4 rows, just like that. Now the big question is how wide this image placeholder should be if we would like to have 4 image placeholders in total. So we can go to our slide size settings. So as you remember, the width of our slide is 67.73. So all we have to do is to divide this number by 4. And this will be our width of the image placeholder. So let's copy this number. Let's go to shape format, width, and let's paste this value, hit enter, and we have a perfect image placeholder. Now we can bring it to the left side, hold down the control key to make a quick copy. You can hold down the shift key as well to drag a copy in a straight line. And this way we can quickly create 4 equal, beautiful image placeholders. Alright, so let's get back to normal view. Let's insert a blank slide and let's choose our team member slide layout. Let's hide footer for now. We don't need footer in this slide layout. Okay, so as you can see, we have some titles. Let's type in something. Alright, now we have 4 image placeholders, so to make it faster, we can just select 4 photos and just drag and drop them into our slide. And PowerPoint automatically fills all of these placeholders with photos. That's really good. And you can always click on the crop options to position your photo inside of the image placeholder. And if you don't like any of the photos, as always, you can delete the photo and insert a new photo. Alright, now let's add some text just below the image placeholders, and we can reuse these text boxes from our previous slide layout. Let's hit copy and let's paste it right here. Let's delete the 01 text box, we don't need it, we just need these 2 guys. Let's ungroup them so it will be easier to work with them. Alright, now let's do a couple of alignment adjustments. Make sure that the text is center aligned inside of the text boxes, and make sure that the text boxes themselves are aligned to the center of the image placeholder. Alright, so once we're done with the alignment, we can group these 2 text boxes. Now we can quickly copy them and place them below the rest of the image placeholders. Of course, you would probably want to type in some kind of names. I'm just leaving some info. Alright, and in my original presentation we have these kind of animations. So let me show you how it's done. Let's select the team members subtitle. Let's go to animations, fly in. Let's choose from top. Starts with previous, duration 2 seconds, and as always in the effect options, let's add bounce end of 1.5 seconds just for fun. I think it looks cool with that bouncing end. Now let's just select this subtitle, double click the animation painter, and let's click everywhere that we want for the animation to happen. Click on the animation painter again to deselect. Alright, now let's just add some delays for any element that we want. So basically I want the first image placeholder to fly in first, then with a little bit of delay the second image placeholder, then the third, and then the fourth. So you will see in a second how this whole animation looks like. And just one more thing, for all of these text boxes at the bottom, let's change the direction so they come from bottom. And this is how the final animation looks like. Beautiful. Alright, so now let me show you how we can create this team member slide layout with some gaps between the photos. So we can duplicate this team member slide layout that we just created. Let's just name it, for example, team members spaced. Alright, so let's turn on the guides so that we can see our beautiful grid and the margins. So now let's just drag these image placeholders at the sides a little bit inwards so that they are touching at the inside of the margin. So as you can see, these two image placeholders at the sides have this width of 13.93. So let's add the same width to the rest of the image placeholders. Now all that's left to do is to select all of these image placeholders. You can hold down the Shift key. And now we have to distribute them horizontally. This way we get equal gaps. In my original presentation, the gaps are a little bit more narrow, so let me show you how we can do that too. Let's select with the Shift key all of these image placeholders and let's just drag them a little bit to the right side, just like that. Okay, and for this one on the right side, let's make sure that it touches the inside of the margin, just like that. Now once again, let's select all of these image placeholders and let's distribute them horizontally. Now we have narrow, beautiful, equal gaps. And we can make these image placeholders higher if we want. Alright, and now we can just duplicate this slide in the normal view and we can go to Layout menu and choose our new layout. And skadoosh, the layout has updated automatically. That's awesome. Let's just insert a footer. And let's just do a couple of alignment adjustments for these text boxes because these text boxes were made in normal view, so that's why they did not update automatically. So we have to manually resize them. Alright, and the animations should be working fine. That's awesome. So feel free to create your own awesome team member slide layout. You can create one with the gaps or one without any gaps. And in the next lesson we'll be creating this portfolio slide layout. So I'll see you there.